Some people are really sick. Some people really need to go to jail. Some people really need to go to a mental health facility. Hellers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yo, that wine got me lit. I gotta stop. This is your girl Pam Alexandra coming at you yet again with a new video on this amazing, beautiful, glorious Saturday. Whoa, yeah. Yo, I'm crazy. I don't know why. If you're new, welcome to this channel. If you like this vibe and this craziness, if you like story time videos, commentary videos, get ready with me videos, and a little bit of beauty, not really beauty, but well, who knows, we gonna see, because I just started, child, and I just go with the flow. If you want to relax and listen to this craziness and watch me act a whole fool, a whole entire fool, then you know what to do. Subscribe and turn on your notifications so you are notified when I upload, because I mean, otherwise you're gonna miss out, and I don't think you want to miss out on something that is just gonna make your day better, aka this channel. Like, today's video is a little bit kind of dark, but I mean, I'm just gonna try to tell my story in the best way possible. This is about the time I almost got sexually assaulted by my crush. Some people are really sick. Some people really need to go to jail. Some people really need to go to a mental health facility. So we're gonna go back in time when I was like 10 years old. My little brother and I were taken to my grandparents' house because my parents were going through their divorce. And you know, low-key, I'm actually grateful that I wasn't there, because I might have seen things that I probably would have hated to see. Anyways, they lived in the countryside of the Dominican Republic, a little province called San Juan. Not to be confused with Puerto Rico's San Juan, okay? My grandmother, you know, being a stubborn Afro-Latina grandma, she had gotten a job against my mom's will and my other tias, aunties' will. You know, they didn't want her to work, but like, she just wanted to feel useful, so that's why she got a job or whatever. So this job was as being a housekeeper to a lady. So this lady was, I think she was a stay-at-home mom, or was she a nurse? Or I think she was working in the medical field. She was so nice and sweet. You know, she died, rest in peace. May you rest in peace. And I'm sorry I'm talking about your son this way, but let me tell you, your son is no saint, and you should know, ma'am. You should know. My grandma was working there for probably a year. I remember the first month and a half she would just go and work, because she knew that my mom, she would call and she would talk to me and my brother. My grandma didn't want my mom to know, so she just didn't tell me or my brother where she was going in the mornings. She would just leave us there in the house and be like, don't open no doors, don't open no windows. And she would come home at noon, cook for us, or just bring food that she had cooked for the lady's family over there where she was working. Later on, she started taking me to her new job that she really liked. My brother would stay with my uncle or my uncle sometimes. She figured that I was freaking bored and it was the summer, and she didn't really want me to get out of the house when she was not there. The friends I had at the time, they were all like way older than me. Like, I was like 10. My friends were like 14, 15 or so. I feel like my grandma wanted me to have a friend more of my age. And the lady had a daughter that was around my age. I think she was 1 or 2 years younger than me. We're gonna give her a name. Her name is gonna be cough syrup. No. We're gonna name old girl Coraline. She was like obsessed with cough syrup. And like all these other, you know, vitamin syrups, they had to hide it from her. And when she was almost out of it, she would literally make my grandma cut open some way, somehow, or make a hole in order for her to get like the very, like the little bit that was left. This lady, I never ever saw her husband. I feel like they were separated. The father of the kids lived in the city. She was basically a single mom. She had 3 kids already and 1 on the way. I never saw the man. So there was the oldest. We're gonna name him Nico, my crush, because he was actually pretty cute and hot. Okay, all the hotness in the family he had or has, or I don't know. I don't even know what he looks like anymore. I don't care. So there's Nico, the oldest. And after Nico, there was Paul. And then my friend, and then the little baby that was still in the belly. But we don't need a name for him because why? I will barely see Paul because he was always, you know, playing baseball. My crush, Nico, he was never at home. I don't know exactly where he was, especially in the summer. He was very polite and helpful with my grandma. He would be really nice to me also, but not like really nice in the sense of like being all over me or anything. No, just being like polite, like, oh hi, good morning, how are you? It was rare when I would see him, you know, and have like actual conversations and interactions with him. So the whole time whenever I went to that house was to basically help my grandma around and play with old girl Coraline because she was cool AF. Before he was dry as like a freaking dry coconut. That's what he was. So later I started to see this side of him. Now he's as sweet, as juicy, as peachy and creamy and all these things as a motherfucking peach. Why? I don't know. It's not like anything creepy, but he was just a very friendly, very nice, like friendlier than usual. And I was like, oh my god, well, you know what, he's actually real cute. Like, dang, look at him all tall and look at all that body. Cleaning my eyes every single day by seeing his beauty. I was low-key, high-key intrigued. Anyways, one day my grandmother sends me to drop off something over there at the lady's house. Low-key, I was excited because I was like, oh, maybe I'm gonna see Nico yet again, and you know, he's probably gonna say hi to me. I get there and I'm knocking at the door and the little ring bell and tiling, cling, cling, tiling, 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 bling, bling, bling. I waited a little bit and I was like, maybe somebody's gonna show up. I decided that it's been way too long for me to be out there getting sunbathed for no reason. So I just turned around to go my merry way. And who do I see? Who do my eyes perceive and notice? I see precious, beautiful Nico. I was like, yours, daddy? I was dead, deceased, on the floor. I was on the grave, flowers on top, period. So, you know, we say hi to each other and he's like, oh, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. And we're kind of catching up for like small talk or whatever. So he's like, oh, why are you here? And I'm explaining to him why, and oh, I came to drop this off. He invites me in, and you know, I didn't see that as a red flag or anything because it was normal for me to be in the house. I was used to being in the house and being invited inside. I should have seen it as a red flag though, because it was just him and I. But I mean, I was a little kid, I was a little child, and I just didn't know much. So I go inside, you know, he offers me water, juice or whatever. He was like, you can still come visit, you know, and I'm like, no, he didn't. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. So, you know how you feel when you know what I mean? When you get that attention. Oh, God, trying to control my feelings, like, girl, act cool, girl. So we're just there, you know, talking about school and all that. He's asking me about school and whatever. I don't know how this happened, how we went from talking to playing. But we were playing around the house, you know, just running around the house. We were all really playful kids at the end of the day. So we're playing, you know, like running around the house. I don't know who started it, if it was me or him. And I was like, bitch, you just tried it with me. And I'm very competitive. Well, it depends. But if it's games, girl, you get red Z, okay? So, you know, I was like running after him, trying to catch him or whatever. Then all of a sudden, things went really crazy. They went south for some reason. I don't know what was happening here in his head. Nico was like on top of me. I was on the floor laying like this because I don't know why. Like, I think I tripped or something. Or I was hiding. I was probably hiding. And then I was like trying to get away or something. And he caught me. So I was just like laughing, you know, like I gave up because I mean he got me or whatever. And I was really tired. I just remember being on the floor, laying on my back. And I'm like this, you know, like trying to breathe because I'm freaking tired. Like, girl, my booty's sweating now. Trying to catch my breath. So is he. But he's like standing over me. All of a sudden, he was like on top of me, but like forcing himself on me. Like, he was like holding my hands, and I was like, I thought he was playing, but then in like 3 to 5 seconds I realized he was not, because he was not laughing. All the red flags started going off in my little head, my little body, you know. I was like so scared. I didn't really know what was taking place. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that 1, it was not right, and 2, it was not safe for me, and 3, he's older than me, he's stronger than me, and 4, we're by ourselves in that house. There's not a soul besides him and I. Then I'm screaming like crazy, you know. I was tossing and turning, and I finally, you know, turned myself around like the opposite way, but I was trying to get up, and you know, I was grabbing onto everything, moving furniture. I was moving furniture and everything. I was moving everything, child, trying to just get up. He grabs me by my 2 little toothpick looking legs, and he pulled me all the way to the guest room, which was basically right next to like the living room. Yo, the way he shifted was insane to me. Like, I would never forget, because his face, like, we were being all playful and he was being all nice, and then all of a sudden this dude was a freaking creep. Like, it was so scary, y'all. Oh my god, all of it happened really fast. I just remember, you know, doing the most, trying to get away and kicking him and screaming, trying to get somebody's attention, maybe the neighbors, I don't know, and you know, just get myself out of the situation, because it was so freaking scary. Like, I literally felt like he was gonna kill me. Like, that was my first thought. I didn't know that his intentions were other things, but I just thought he was gonna kill me. This dude pulled his pants down. His brother Paul, may the Lord bless you wherever the heck you are nowadays, sir. He literally saved me from his brother. Like, another second, another minute, something bad would have happened to me. Like, yo, he got there so right there when I needed him. So he popped out of nowhere basically, and he was like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Paul sees I look a freaking mess, and he looks at me like, are you okay? I try to like assimilate whatever the freak just happened. I just ran the heck away from that house. You know, I try to fix my hair real quick, like my little bun or whatever I had going on, and I left and never freaking looked back. Never. I just remember, you know, running to my grandma's house. I get there and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna enter through the back door so she doesn't see me, you know. I didn't want my grandma to see me. I just remember taking a shower. Like, I was just standing there processing everything that had just happened. I started laughing like crazy, but to myself, but in silence. I was not expecting any of that to happen, you know. Like, yes, he was my crush and everything. It is always the wish, the dream, the desire that your crush is gonna be interested in you too, and be like, oh, can I kiss you, you know, and then a little kiss or a little hug. Child, none of this happened like this. Like, this dude really was trying to commit a crime against my persona. Once my brother and I finished that year of school, we headed back to the city because my parents had finalized their divorce and all the settlements. Every year we would go and visit my grandmother. You know, it was the norm, the tradition. At least once a year we would go to visit my grandmother. And years later, in one of our regular yearly visits to my grandmother, by now I'm 14, 15 or so, I never told anybody that this crazy thing happened to me, because first and foremost I was like, okay, maybe like this is too crazy, you know, and I don't know if people are gonna believe me. And you know, I was like 9 or 10, so yeah. So I never told anybody, I just kept it to myself. I mean, the only person who knows besides you guys now is my boyfriend. Later I found out through my friends who lived over there that old criminal boy had gotten a girl pregnant. But here's the thing, this girl was like 14 and he was 17. Turns out that he was no longer living there in San Juan, in the countryside or whatever, because old dude was now living in the city. This is the thing, there were two versions going on. One, they just got together and they made a baby, and two, that he had moved to the city because he was basically running away from the girl's parents. So her parents went to talk to his mom, and they were trying to get a hold of his dad. I don't know if they ever did, but whatever, that's what I heard, I don't know. And you know, pretty much they were trying to see what they could do because they were minors. My friend, we're gonna name her Lucy, tells me, hey, I'm really good friends with the girl's best friend, and she has told me a different story. At the beginning, old girl, you know, the girl he got pregnant, was saying, you know, like, oh yeah, we did things and now we're pregnant, boom, you know. But then apparently she told her best friend, my friend's friend, that actually he had abused her. Like, yes, they were friends and then they became boyfriend and girlfriend, but whatever happened between them was not with her consent. I was like, oh my god, this dude really did this. I mean, he almost did that to me, and then he went and did it to a girl. This dude is a criminal. Then my friend tells me that that's why he basically ran away to the city to live with his dad or whatever, and that his mom and his dad were covering for him. At the time that we visited my grandmother, that was like the talk of the town. And I mean, he probably got away with that also, and who knows what other things. If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications also, girl, because what are you waiting for? Otherwise, you're gonna miss out, and then you're gonna be like, oh my god, why am I not being notified? Oh my god, I'm missing out on her videos, oh my lord. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video when I upload. I know you probably don't have anything else to do. You don't have anything else to do, so just watch these videos over here. Watch them.